welcome back to my channel. So today I have my favorites and not so favorites of March. I am super excited because a lot of this stuff is a little bit new to my channel. There's some stuff that I've talked about like a ton, so I'm not gonna like put into detail what they are because you've already seen them like on my channel. But I have been watching a bunch of favorite videos because March has just ended. Right now that I'm filming, it's April 2nd. So I'm probably going to put this video up like right away so that you can see it before it's like too far into April. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, disclaimer, I know some of the stuff that I mentioned might be stuff that you use. So, I really only have like 4 things that I didn't like this month because I kind of have a normal routine. I don't really change products very often, so there's not going to be anything like huge that's like a dislike. There's only like some little stuff that I'm just fair warning you guys that I didn't like and you might not want to spend your money on. And also, if you like my videos or if you like favorite videos, like my video, and also you can subscribe down there if you want to see more of my videos. I am like transitioning to different spots to film. So if you do like my setup that I am in right now, let me know. If you watch my other videos and you like that one instead, also let me know. I'm thinking I'm going to stay here because of the sunlight. If you watch some of my other videos, you can tell that the sunlight isn't very good. So some of the products look kind of like not so great because you can't see them. So I'm thinking I'm just going to stay here, but definitely let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, I'm going to start with my favorites because that's the most stuff that I have. So if this video is a little lengthy, I'm sorry, but I have so much stuff that I want to share with you guys that's really, really good. So the first thing I've already talked about many times, so I'm not going to go into detail. It's my Ready Set Gorgeous oil-free foundation. The thing that I will talk about for this though is, thankfully you can see my face very good today. I use something different to put on my foundation. So my first flop of this video was my beauty blender. Now this isn't the actual like beauty blender, like the more expensive one. So the actual beauty blender might be really, really good. I haven't tried it. This one was like the cheaper one. Kind of like $1. I don't know if I got it exactly at the dollar store, but it was like $1, so that's why I got it. It's not all that great. You can probably tell if you have the original beauty blender that it's not as like squishy. This one's real dense and real hard. I thought it was really good. Honestly, you guys, I thought it was really, really good, but it turns out that using a brush made my foundation a lot smoother, a lot more clean looking and pretty and, you know, bright and not so like nasty and cakey. So my next favorite is also skincare. It's my Dollar General Repair Lotion. It's a real small bottle. That's only like flop thing about this is that it's really, really small. It's $10 for the whole kit. It comes with toner and a face wash as well. But this is just the one that I like the most, like that I use all the time. I don't really use toner and face wash like a ton. So that's just the favorite that I use all the time. I use it before I put on my foundation to make my foundation stick and look a lot cleaner. Another thing that I talk about all the time is my Naked 2 palette. Like I said, also the sunlight is really good so you can actually see it if you don't own a Naked 2 palette, or if you're thinking about spending the money on a Naked 2 palette, because I definitely won't spend the money on a Naked 2 palette. This was like a gift to me, so that's the only reason why I have it, because really I don't think I'd be able to put that much money into makeup. But it is really worth it if you are like skeptical about it. I think it's really, really good. I don't have it on my eyes today because I didn't wear any eyeshadow today. But for my brows though, I do use this color right here, this brown color that's called Busted. So if you have the Naked 2 palette, I use Busted on my eyebrows and it really makes them look really nice. They're not waxed right now, so if they look a little like bushy and, you know, not super shaped, then I'm sorry if that bothers you, but I just haven't waxed them yet. So then another favorite I just recently talked about, literally in my last video, my Dollar Tree haul. It's just these little pink little baskets. They're like a real plasticky, I don't know what you call it, but it's plastic. It's not like anything super, super fancy. But it holds all my makeup, my perfumes, all that kind of stuff. You see that in my video. I show you what I actually use them for. I think they're just really nice because they're cheap. If I lose them, if I break them, whatever happens to them, it's not a huge deal. They were $1 for 4 of them, so literally like 25 cents for this one right here. It just works out because I have a lot of makeup, as you can already kind of tell, and it's just a lot more convenient for me to have a basket that I can just kind of pull out and use for my makeup and then put it away. So it's just real convenient and easy for me. Another favorite that I'm super excited about are these makeup brushes. I was gonna do a haul video like with these makeup brushes, but like I literally only got 2 things, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna make a video on it. And I was just gonna do like a whole review on it as well, which I think I might still do and go into more detail of exactly like what brushes are in here, how I use them, that sort of thing. So this was at Walmart for $10, and I honestly think it's worth it. It's got this like clear case around it so that the brushes don't get dirty and you don't have to sit them out. And then when you want to use it, you open it like this and it sits on your counter like that, which I think is really, really cool. There's also a mirror in the back, so you can take them like for travel, or you can display them like this, however you want to. So today, like I said, for my foundation, I use this brush here, which I know it's going to be like really small looking, and a lot of people are going to be like, how'd you use foundation for that? But I did, and it made my foundation look so much cleaner. And because honestly, you guys, I was going to tell you, like, you know what, I lied about this foundation. It's not as great as I thought it was, but it's just because of the brush that I was using. So the foundation itself was not the issue, it was just the brush. So if you want to see a full, like, detailed what each brush is, what I think of it, all that kind of stuff, like this video, or just leave me a comment, tell me to do it, whichever is easiest, and I will do that, because there is a lot of brushes that I haven't used yet. That's literally the only, or there's 2 of them that I've used, which is the blush one and the foundation one, because I was actually on the hunt for just a foundation, just a brush for my bronzer and my blush. And I was gonna tell my boyfriend, like, I'll just get the e.l.f. one, it's like $2, and he bought me that one. So I'm really grateful for it. It's really good. You should go buy it if it's at your Walmart. The next thing that I have, I think that's all the, oh, I have 2 more makeup, so I'll just keep going with my makeup theme. I've already talked about this, I think, in one of my videos. If I haven't, then I'm just gonna go into a little bit of detail anyway, because I'm not too sure if I've showed you guys this one or not. It's the Maybelline New York Master Graphic. It's like a felt tip eyeliner. You can see it right there. It works really well. I am wearing it right now, so that's what it looks like. I'm not really like the best at my eyeliner, so if it's kind of choppy, like, that's not the eyeliner's fault, that's my fault. But it works really good. It's a really like dark black, like I said. You can see it. It lasts really, really long. The only like time that it doesn't really last too well is if you like, well, not even if you rub it. If you rub it, it's not too bad. You really have to like scrub on your eye for it to like move or anything like that. I can't say that it's like 100% waterproof because I haven't tested that, and it kind of comes off like if you like, you know, if you get a spot like in the middle of your eye or something and you like lick it off, it'll come off. So it's not like 100% waterproof, but it does work if you're gonna like, if you were like crying that day, or if it's just raining. Like, it does last when it's raining, and it's really good for people with glasses like for me, because wearing eyeshadow is kind of hard, unless you have a bigger lens like I do. I opt for the bigger lens so that you can see my makeup. But if you have like a smaller lens, or you're not too sure like about how to wear makeup because you want people to actually be able to see it, or you know, whatever the deal is, I recommend that highly because you can see it. It makes your eyes look nice. You know, you can still wear makeup without overdoing it or without feeling like it's like a waste, because you know, no one's going to be able to see it. And so my last makeup product is this Wet n Wild lipstick. This is in the color Pink Rose, and it's just a really, really pretty pink. I think I've had this for a while actually, but I've just never used it, and for some reason I picked it out of my like little drawer that's sitting right next to me because I needed some blush on Easter, which is really weird for me to find it because I needed blush, but anyway, I needed blush for Easter, and so I put some on my cheeks and I just, you know, rubbed it out with a brush and it came out beautiful. So definitely recommend it if you need a like blush really quickly, or if you just don't have blush, or if you don't know that you can use lipstick as a blush, you can. You just have to kind of experiment with different skin tones, because obviously that's a really hot pink, so it might not work for everybody's skin tone. You kind of just have to play around with it and see if you're going to like it. My next one, I'm not going to talk too much about because it's a little TMI, but it's these personal wipes from Walmart. The only reason why I wanted to put these in here is because I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get these instead of the Summer's Eve ones. I don't have a box of like my Summer's Eve ones anymore for me to show you, like my flop, but I think they're a flop because of the fact that the wipes itself, this I use like their shampoo and like I'll use all that other stuff. It's fine. But I don't recommend buying the wipes because one, they're really, really strong, and it's really unnecessary, especially if you're just starting out like getting wipes like this and trying to figure out, you know, how they work and that kind of thing. This one's just a fresh scent, and you also get 42 wipes for literally the exact same price as Summer's Eve. And with Summer's Eve, you only get 16 wipes. They are individually wrapped, so the only kind of bad thing about that is with these, you kind of have to take the actual like package with you. But if you're going to like the gym or something like that, you can put these in your gym bag and it's not a big deal. They're wipes. Like, unless you show like the front of the package to somebody, nobody's gonna know that they're like, you know, for you or for personal, you know, cleaning up, whatever. But I don't think it's worth paying $2 for 16 little wipes when you can get 48 of them, and they're not as strong. Because in all honesty, you guys, if you're just starting out using them, it's not necessary to like have all of that smelling like perfume. Like, that's not what they're for. It's not to make you smell nice. It's to help you feel clean and like fresh. And that's, as you can tell, the correlation. Like, if I wanted to just smell like perfume, I would just spray perfume. Like, I want to feel actually clean. And also, I've noticed that with these ones, I don't get as irritated. With the Summer's Eve one, because the perfume is so strong, I get really irritated. So that is also another note that I'll say. If you're not allergic to perfumes and dyes and stuff like that, then the Summer's Eve one might work perfectly fine for you. But I do notice that any wipe, anything like that that has perfume, my skin reacts really badly to it. So that could also be a reason why it's a flop for me and maybe not necessarily a flop for you. My next favorite is kind of just a random one. It's these headphones. They're the Bluetooth headphones. I got these ones specifically at Melrose. The brand is called To Boom. I could try, think I'm gonna go look on Amazon or like eBay to see if they have them on there too. The only reason why I bought these instead of any other ones is because these were like a little bit cheaper. They were only like $17, I think. And they work really well. I mean, they've done their job like they need to, and they're pink, which is a plus for me. As far as like you know, durability, and if they're like the sound quality is super, super amazing, I mean, it's fine for me. It's probably not like, you know, the greatest thing in the world, because there's probably more expensive ones and better ones. But for me, honestly, guys, I just use them for work, because when I go to work, like, I want to listen to my music and do that kind of thing. So for me, it works out perfectly fine, because I can just listen to my music while I'm at work and still interact with customers and things like that. So it works for me. I only have two more favorites left, so I'm going to talk about the rest of my flops now. Now that this video is like almost 15 minutes long. This one I talked about in my everyday makeup tutorial. It's the Maybelline New York Brow Drama. A lot of people have already talked about the fact that Maybelline's brow products are not that great. I do like Maybelline in general. Like, their brand is not bad or anything like that. These especially, like okay, so to describe it to you guys, it's a sculpting brow mascara. This is what it looks like. As you can tell, like, well, you probably can't tell on camera, but it doesn't look anything like my eyebrows. Like, just look at that right there, the little tip in my eyebrow. That's not even, like, the color of my eyebrow. and this one is in Auburn. And this one was literally like the only one that I could get without going like super, super dark to where my eyebrows look black. So their color choices isn't that great. And on top of that, it doesn't do anything. Like it shapes your brows, but in all honesty, if you're gonna have something to keep your brows in shape, you should just go buy the little dollar gel mascara from e.l.f. and it will keep your eyebrows in shape. Because right now, I don't have any mascara in my brows, so they're not gonna like stay perfectly if I like rub them or something like that. They'll obviously move. So I'm thinking that the purpose with this was to keep your brows in shape, because they do stay in shape, but there's no color. Like, you still have the bald spots, you still have, like, if you have sparse eyebrows like I do, then it doesn't help you, because you can still see like where you're missing, little spots of hair, and it's just not good. Like, it doesn't do its job that it's supposed to, so I wouldn't spend my money on it. Also, another thing that I didn't like was this NYX Smooth Skin Press powder. I talked about this in my everyday makeup tutorial. I didn't really say that I hated it. I just said that I don't use it very often and I'm looking for a new one. This one's obviously broken, but I saved it for the sake of this video because it makes my skin very, very oily. Right now, I don't have any like powder on my face at all, and it works perfectly fine because of the fact that my foundation is oil free. So it works for my skin. It doesn't go into my pores or anything like that. So it works out for me to not have to wear powder. Although I would like to have setting powder if I'm wearing concealer, if I do heavier makeup, or if I want to like completely go all out and highlight and contour my face. I would like to have setting powder to kind of put everything together. So if you have any recommendations, I would appreciate it if you put it in the description box, in the comments, so that I'll know which one to use. But yeah, as for that one, it wasn't as great as it held up to be, or as it was like talked about, whatever. My last flop is, I literally, guys, just broke this like 2 seconds ago, or not 2 seconds ago, like 2 seconds before this video. It's literally like sitting on my floor in a like t-shirt, because that's the only thing that would clean it up. I'll like show you guys real quick since I'm filming on my phone. It's like sitting right there, and it's gone, but it's not a huge deal. I had a love-hate relationship with this product for a while. If you want to see what the color actually looks like, it's on my everyday makeup tutorial before this video. It's the Sun-Kissed bronzer from e.l.f. And it's just, it was pretty, it really was, but it was a lot of shimmer, like a lot of shimmer. And the only issue with that is the fact that I can't use it as a bronzer because it's too much shimmer. And I did use it as a blush sometimes, because you can't tell in this video because I'm like washed out by the sunlight, but I'm not like super, super pale. So I use darker like colors for blush, because of the fact that like pink blushes only really work like when I said for like Easter or just special occasions, because if I use it every day, then I kind of look like a clown. So I wanted to use that one, but it was to the point where literally, guys, you could like it would stand out, like it was like boom in your face glitter. And when I hugged anybody, like it would literally be like glitter all over their face. Like my boyfriend would hug me all the time, and of course, like his face is right here, or if I lean my head on him, like my cheek gets on him and it's like glitter all over his face. So it's kind of ridiculous. And so yeah, I wouldn't recommend it again, but like that one was $1, so it's not a big deal. It was probably also my fault for not really going and exploring other bronzers. I kind of just grabbed that one because I was like, well, it's $1. If I can't bronze my face well, or if I suck at it, it's not a big deal. So there's that. And then my little gift to myself, I guess, and my kind of like big excitement for this month was the Hamilton Beach, what's the exact name of it? Single Serve Blender. And I'm gonna back it up a little so you can see the whole box. It's really cute. It was $14.99 at Kitchen Collection. So if you don't know what that store is, it's in the Tanger Outlets in San Marcos, Texas. So if you live in Texas, you should definitely take a trip down there and go get it. I didn't purchase like a bigger one. I know the bigger one isn't that much more expensive. It's like $22. But my boyfriend doesn't drink like any kind of smoothie or anything like that. Like I make smoothies in the morning for myself. I also make like Starbucks drinks so that I don't have to go and pay $6 every time I want a Starbucks drink. So like I asked him when I wanted to buy one, I was like, tell me if you're gonna, you know, drink it or not, because I'm not gonna buy a big one for just me all the time. Like it's really a waste of a smoothie. So with this one, it's just an individual one. Like right here, it's got the little, you can't see it good. So there's a lock there, there's an unlock there. So basically when it's, when the bottom little line and the locker like in sync, then the cup's not going to move, it's going to be locked. When you turn it to the unlock, that's when you can take the cup off, because as you can see, this woman right here is like using it as a drinking cup, because you can. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is, of course, you have to take like the blade, like the little spinner with you, so that's kind of like weird. But I mean, it's not too bad, especially for me if I'm like taking a Starbucks drink to my morning classes. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not gonna like damage you or anything. Like you're not gonna like swallow the blade or anything like that. So it's not a big deal. It is BPA free and it is 14 ounces. It's how much it can hold, in case any of you are like interested or wondering like how big exactly is it. There you go. And my last one to finish up this video, because I know it's super long and a lot of people are going to be like, this is ridiculous. So it's the L'Oreal Paris Curve It Elastic Curl Mousse. I've only talked about this once, and that was in like my top 10 of 2015 or something like that. It was one of those videos. It was closer to like Christmas and New Year's, obviously. So if you want to go see that video, you can. Basically, this is a 24-hour high definition. It's supposed to be a level 3, which is a stronghold, but it's not crunchy. I do have it in my hair right now. My hair is like freshly wet though, like I literally just got out of the shower, but it isn't really, it looks crunchy, but when you touch it, it's not crunchy at all. It's actually really soft. I just like it because of the fact that like it doesn't crunch your hair and make it like real nasty, and it also just gives my hair like some tame, because my hair is naturally curly. So I don't really need a lot of product in it, but it's not very tamed. It's very wild and very poofy, so I always have to find something to tame it down. This one is a little bit more on like the expensive side from what I usually use. It's closer to like $7 to $8, but I did want to try it out because Walgreens did have them on clearance for like $2 to $3. So I grabbed it because I was like, if it doesn't work, then, you know, it's not a big deal, because I usually don't use L'Oreal Paris. The only time that I did use it was when I was little, like, you know, the little kid bottles of shampoo. That broke me out like really bad. I had a reaction to it, so I've always kind of steered away from L'Oreal stuff. But this one didn't break me out, didn't like mess with my hair, like none of that. Like I haven't had any bad reaction to it. So it's pretty good. I mean, I like it, and I can use it whenever I scrunch my hair like I did today. So I really apologize, you guys, that this video was so long, but I just wanted to film my favorites video before, you know, I forgot or it just didn't happen, because I like doing my favorites videos, and like I said, I didn't have very many flops, but it was some stuff that I just want to let you guys know that it wasn't worth spending your money on. And also because my foundation is like my favorite, and I would hate for you guys to go and try it and, you know, use the wrong brush and then think it's awful, because it's really not. It just depends on how you put it on, what you use, that kind of stuff. So if you did like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my face and my videos, click that subscribe button. It's totally free, and I would really appreciate to have you be part of my family. All my social media links are below, like always. My Snapchat, my Instagram, my Tumblr. What else do I have? My Musical.ly, is down there. I am currently in the process of debating whether I want to make a Twitter or not. I had a Twitter a long time ago, but it was like my personal Twitter, and so I didn't really have like my YouTube on there. And then of course I stopped making YouTube videos for a long time. So I think I'm gonna start like my a whole new like account just for my YouTube family, just for my videos, all that kind of stuff, so that I do have a Twitter. I can connect with you guys that do have a Twitter, all that kind of stuff. So if you think that I should do that, leave me a comment. Also put your Twitter name below so that I can go follow you. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.